Hi everyone, and welcome to Tackle the Feelings Before the Behavior. And I'm not sure if this is going to be a tips video or just a general video, so I'm just going to say that this topic is on codependency. So codependency is something I've talked about in one of my previous videos, and this time I want to really talk about it in terms of understanding the concept, in terms of ourselves and what happens, like why we stay in abuse, why we allow things to happen, why we don't see it all the time, why we grip onto things that aren't good for us, or we keep going back to things that aren't good for us, these toxic relationships that becomes an addiction. And that's what I want to talk about, because in the work that I'm choosing to do during this pandemic, I actually am choosing to work with addictions. And I just think that it's because I see things around our coping. And codependency is just that. It's what happens when two people or a group of people and sort of follow people in terms of like a parent-child relationship, and a dependence forms, which means you don't seem to function very well without the other. There's a lot of anxiety in the relationship, but also outside of the relationship, and that fear of abandonment, that fear of being alone is what keeps you there. So you accept less. You accept less for yourself, or you allow someone else to accept less if you're the person who's not treating them very well. And I've been in both roles, I have to say, and often in my codependent relationships it swings. I'm the abuser, they're the abuser, and it's just toxic. It's really toxic, and it's because there isn't that healthy independence within the joined relationship. You need to remember that it's not healthy to lose yourself completely, to give up everything of you that makes you up, your personality, your beliefs, your interests, your friends, everything like that. It's being in relationships is really, really hard. It really is. Even just being in a society, a culture, it's hard. You've got to figure out where you sit, how your values and their values can meet, and often it's about compromise, and trying to reach healthy compromises requires a level of maturity to be able to talk, to be able to rise above the feelings, all the triggers, the shame, the disgust, the anger, and everything that goes. And for me, sometimes it takes a couple of days to get me to calm down. I'm human. I really am, and we all are. And it doesn't matter how good you are at emotional regulation and stuff. When you go through your own triggers, you go through them. And if you're in a relationship where your core trauma is that shame, and you both have it can become quite a volatile relationship. It can become difficult. It can become difficult to communicate with one another. Misunderstandings happen, and you trigger each other all the time. You tap into each other's trauma, and you make people, and you do things that maybe their parents did, or something happened. Maybe you shout at them in a way, or you ignore them, dismiss them, or emotionally distance or cut off from them, or something that you do triggers them, and so they want to fight back, and it becomes huge. Little things that the average healthy couple would work through and have an argument and be able to come down from relatively easily, these things can go on for days. And every fight you have, if you don't resolve it, it brings up and up and up. So today, codependency really is about looking at yourself and looking at how strong are you on your own. You need to find a journey of self-love with codependency. And so I'm going to be sharing on my Facebook page something I wrote about my own and what I learn and share with clients. And I hope you, tap into that. I've just started Paula's Prose for Unity, a group. It's predominantly for South Africa, but it's open. I'd love everybody to follow it. So I don't think it's quite a tips video today. I think it's one of my usual videos. So it's blog 68 or 69 or one of those. You'll just have to see in the title. But I wish you all peace and healing and open-mindedness and relaxation. Have a restful Sunday, guys.